Hi guys, it is I. Oh, that's really bad timing for that, but that's okay. Um, so, how are you all doing this evening? I hope you're all very well. I got a different camera angle going on for today. So this is episode 13 of Discovery, season 2. Um, Such sweet sorrow, as in parting is such. Um, and I gotta say, I'm impressed overall. Um, yeah, I'm eager to hear what you guys think. Um, yeah, all is well. I am early. Thought I was going to be a little bit late, but I thought no, I'll hop on early because this is an exciting one. I hate that they left us in a lurch with a cliffhanger. That really kind of pisses me off. But what are you going to do? Charles J puts in $1. Thank you very much, Charles. Much appreciated. The Connie was, in my opinion, beautiful. The Connie was great. You know what? When I saw the bridge, I gotta say I'm impressed. I do like where the turbo lift is. Although there's a walkway behind the bridge before you get on the bridge. That's kind of neat. But the only thing I could think, this is not Prime, obviously, but this is the JJ reimagined bridge that we all wanted and all deserved, and finally got now. Um, the bridge is going to be a whole separate discussion from Samuel and myself. But it really was. It was the reimagined 2009 Enterprise bridge that we wanted, hoped for, and really deserved. Finally got it. Um, and it was great. When I first saw the hallway of the Enterprise, though, I was a little bit. I said, "Oh, that's ugly." First words out of my mouth. Just so much red, and it's just so cluttered and tight, and it's like, "Oh, wow." But as soon as I saw the turbo lift and the handle, I was like, "Oh, that's orgasmic right there." Those were my exact words. So the bridge was beautiful in its own right. It's not the TOS Prime Enterprise, guys. Sorry. But it is a great reimagining. It's a beautiful redesign of it, so I'm on board with it. Like I said, though, it's more like a reimagined. It's one we should have got for 2009, in my humble opinion. Um, yeah, yeah. So one of my questions is, where the hell is Laurel? Because the D7 was right there with them the whole time in the last episode until the very end. And when we were doing our speculations on this episode, I was like, it's not going to be there this episode. Sure enough, it's not. But I have a feeling, because we got Discovery and Enterprise squaring off against all these Section 31 ships. I have a feeling that, and this is just Captain Foley prediction, but Tyler did say to Pike, "Do you trust me?" And Pike's like, "Hmm." So I have a feeling that Tyler's calling in a favor, um, much like when the Klingons decloaked in Deep Space Nine, and Jadzia says, and who says there's never a Klingon around when you need one. Um, that kind of moment is going to happen. There's going to be the two ships, Section 31, and then a whole bunch of Klingon ships are going to warp in, whether they're the old designs or the D7s or not. I don't know. I don't really care. A couple D7s would be nice, and a couple of the older designs would be great too. Um, Tyler went off to get Laurel. Yeah, damn right he did. It's called a cloaking device. They don't. I'm not even going to get into that. Pillowy Giant puts in £2. Thank you. Not seen it yet live in the UK. You do great work. Thank you. Don't want to give anything away for you, so this is spoilers. If you guys don't want to know and you're in the UK, by all means, click away right now because I'm going to be talking about spoilers and all that. So, yeah, the bridge is nice and shining, but not prime. I totally agree with that. It is very nice, though. I want this show to be great. So, bad Jeff. I'll try to stay positive. It's hard as fuck, though. It can be, yes. But they've really ramped up the excitement for season two. This cliffhanger, I don't feel was necessary to be a cliffhanger. They kept holding on with having Pike on the Discovery till the very last minute, and it's like, don't do that. Just get him over to Enterprise where he belongs, guys. Like, yeah, okay, say your proper goodbyes, whatever. I did like the beginning though, where they abandoned Discovery just to blow it up. Is it next week yet? Says Andrew with $2. Thank you very much. Not yet, not yet. Um, 7 more sleeps, I guess. But no, that and give it a proper send off, and you know, initiate the self destructing like it's not gonna go off, and it's 1-0 nothing. Fire torpedoes, and Sylvia said, "Oh, that'll do it," and I said, "Probably not." She goes, "Yeah, but the shields aren't up." I'm like, "Uh huh." Two shield strikes. It's like shields are up on Discovery. It's like, ugh. The only thing I really had an issue with in that opening couple of scenes was, first of all, why was Discovery like doing the Top Gun thing, keeping up diplomatic relations, and then did the rollover to get beside Enterprise. And to dock would have been cool. It would have been cool to see them dock saucer to saucer like we see in Enterprise. But no, no, this happens. And then right out of Wile E. Coyote, Acme Company comes through again, Looney Tunes style, and does the foldy thing. And not just one or two, like 15 along the whole length of the ship. That was ridiculous. That was just dumb. I could buy maybe one or two of those type of things, but not that many, and not all hooking up to Enterprise. It's like, oh my god. As Rich Evans would say in Read That Immediately, oh my god. Yeah. I was inverted. Bullshit. No, he was, man. It was a really great move. He was inverted. You were in a 4G inverted dive with the MiG 29. At what range? About 2 meters. Yeah. Caleb Horn puts in $2. Looks like Burnham go through the black hole next week. I didn't see the preview for next week again, so keep that in mind, guys. But I called it. I think it was Samuel has been saying they're going to build another suit because they have the technology, so he called that part. But I called that Michael Burnham was going to be taking the suit and be responsible for the red signals, and sure enough, that was the case. Um, so that's cool. Um, I still don't understand the logic of sending Discovery into the future because Control can wait out 500 years easily, just lay dormant, and then all of a sudden go after Discovery if it jumps into the future. So hiding in the future, I think, is remarkably stupid. Oh, the whole Burnham or Saru thing for Captain. Oh my God, they're gonna promote Burnham because she's gonna survive, and she's not gonna be stuck in the future. And because of her gallant acts of bravery, she's going to be captain of the goddamn Discovery. I guarantee you, even though Saru, I think, deserves it better. Um, Veritas puts in $5. What do you think Saru meant when he told Pike that many things needed to be discussed regarding his potential promotion to Discovery's captain? Um, I think it's very likely going to be the whole. I really believe that Michael Burnham should have this command. She's shown it's da 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 da. That's kind of the vibe that I got from that. And then, of course, if she does go through with all this and survives and saves the universe, then of course there's going to be the extra icing on the cake, as it were, to say, oh yeah, you deserve the captaincy. You risked your life. You did all this and blah blah blah. That's going to be a thing. Prime Lorca for Discovery Captain. I totally agree with that. Saru totally deserves to be captain. He does, absolutely. Did any of you guys love the reptile inner eyelids? They're kind of creepy, but very cool at the same time. So no complaints there. Burnham has the Janeway problem. She believes that she has to do everything by herself with any help, in my opinion. Well, Charles, that's a lot like me in this household. I have to make sure that the garbage gets put out, that the dishes are done properly, that things are done properly. Because if I just trust my kids to do it, they're going to fuck it up, even though I showed them how to do it 15 times. So I have the same complex. I don't really trust people to do things properly, and that's the thing that I need to break. That's a personal issue with me, but I understand that a little bit, and it's a shitty way to think and live life. But it is what it is. But yes, it is true that she's like that. Honestly, making her captain would be part of normalizing the show. It's weird having the non-captain protagonist. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. She is the star of the show. The show follows her. Um, so yeah, don't mind the dog. Cassie's just getting home from work. So think of it this way: if Miriam is promoted, then she will not go on any away missions and won't be the savior all the time. But she will go on away missions because we know captains from this era always go on away missions all the time. Section 31 has led the Prime Lorca this has had the Prime Lorca this whole time. That would be cool. Y'all are missing the most important revelation from this episode. Offset turbo lift on the 1701 bridge for the win. Well, I haven't missed that. We are going to talk about that separately in a different video. Um, I guess it's offset, kind of. Um, hmm. It's interesting with the way they have it. They could have the whole bridge module turn and pivot in the hallway with the turbo lift will stay the same. It's really well done. Really well done. Like I said, it's the reimagined Enterprise bridge from 2009 that we needed and now finally have. Captain, how do you feel about Giorgio and Pike's parting words? Um, I loved it. The whole he kind of gives her a wink, like I've known all along who you are. Um, Even though initially I know he didn't. He probably caught on really quickly. But where she says the whole mirror universe thing, he's like, mirror universe, what's that? Like he knows what's going on. I thought that was great. Again, the Giorgio character again for me is really coming along. She's evolved and she's become likable, and that's absolutely fantastic. An endless supply of shuttles. Yeah, I was thinking, where the hell are all these coming from? They're everywhere, and you see them shooting out of the Enterprise Bay, shooting out of the Discovery's Bay. It's like, oh. And there's this one. I hate the shot. Some of the shots in Discovery, they're just odd choices. And another one of the odd choices was the whole coming into the shuttle bay upside down and like turning and going over the work B, and then it's like, why are you doing these angles? It kind of bothers me, but whatever. Poe's makeup seemed to be better compared to what she was shown in the Runaway short. Um, I'd have to go back and watch the Runaway short. I think I only watched it like once. To be fair, we never did a review on it or anything because I thought it was shitty. Um, but now that it ties in with all this, we're gonna have to go revisit it. We still need to tie in Calypso, which is gonna happen. So, did you hear Number say that she installed prototype phasers on Enterprise shuttles? Next episode, we get to see the blue beams. Yes, I did hear that. Interesting, interesting. I love how she also said that there will never be another holographic communication on this ship ever. That was awesome. Oh my god, I hated the shuttle bay scene. I did too. Don't worry. Um, it seems they're going out of their way to remind us the space is 3D. Well, no, that's cool. Like I always hate how in TNG and all that the ships always meet like this. I love the idea of one coming in, like this, and then settling in. And the reason they don't do that, like we've talked to Doug Drexler and Rick Sternbach about this, the reason they don't do that is because the general audience doesn't understand that. They think of ships as ships on water, so they meet up like this. They're always on the same plane. But I would love to see one like come in, like have to do a nice rotate down and slide in, and then to warp out or leave, do a whole, and then that'd be neat. We need more of that. I don't think the audiences are as stupid as they assume that we are, or that the general audience is. Um, Hopefully there's a view screen that rolls down in case the windshield cracks. Well, actually, we've talked to Scott Snyder and John Eves about that. The front of the ship is translucent or transparent, but it also goes opaque. So it has the option to go solid. And then you can have like a view screen or something. I don't know how that would work that exactly because the whole front is the view screen. But yeah. Yeah, space is on the 3-axis. Not everything is flying around at the same exact axis. Exactly. Enterprise Bridge has colored buttons. Damn right it does. And I love the top displays, how they're very TOS. That was awesome. I don't like the rotating camera effect when they... Yeah. The cinematography is given way too much creative freedom. I think so, yes. Hello everyone from the Seattle area, says Aaron. Not Aaron, sorry. Sorry. The chat's going by too fast, guys. Sorry. It says Donnie. Hello, Stuart. Love this week's episode. Even the bridge of the Enterprise. Yes. Now, one of the interesting things is the whole torpedo lodged in the hull of Enterprise, unexploded torpedo. I think that's a cool idea. I'm seeing how that plays out because 3 people saw that vision. That's going to be interesting. Maybe it's going to blow up and it's going to need another overhaul. I don't know. If this hits 20,000 likes, I will run up and down the street butt naked. You know what? If this hits 20,000 likes, I will run up and down the street butt naked and live broadcast that. And if we get a $20,000 super chat, I will do the exact same thing. I'll run up and down the street around my whole crescent like 5 times naked. 1 walking, 1 flat out running, 1 jogging. And 2 other times, I don't know how I would do it, but anyway. And yeah, I would videotape the whole thing and put it on live, so there you go, guys. There's incentive. Timothy Peel puts in $2 Canadian. Thank you very much. Pike needs to have his own show. Absolutely, 100%. Especially now that they have the Enterprise Bridge set built. They need to do something with it. I'm the lead motion graphic designer on Discovery. Big fan of your show. I value your first reactions greatly. Timothy Peel. Really? You're the lead motion graphic designer on Discovery? That's awesome, man. Welcome. Hope they don't sound like an idiot. Because a lot of times I don't think I sound smart when I come on here. But thank you. Why don't they ever beam the torpedoes out? Nah, maybe too unstable. So you have telegraphed that Michael is going 500 years in the future with her crew, Spock as well. How does that work? Yeah, I don't know why Spock didn't jump back on Enterprise, even when Pike's like, Spock, I have no words, kind of thing. Thomas throws in $50. Wow, Thomas, that's not quite 20,000, but thank you very much. That is amazing. You didn't even put a comment. I feel bad. You gotta put a comment or a question for me. But thank you. That's very greatly appreciated. Timothy, I love your Twitter posts. Hi guys. I called it a fixed point in time. Does red dots are fixed point in time moment that no matter what happen will happen. I love the discussion about the red things. Like why am I doing that? And we don't know yet. We're gonna have to get there to know. They never played Starfleet. Who never played Starfleet Command? Preview shows Spock in a shuttle, so he won't end up going forward, of course. Spock is on a shuttle and super cool. No, Spock's on a shuttle in the preview for next week's episode. The briefing room was super cool too. It was, but I want to see a better picture of the Enterprise that was on the wall because it looked like the Enterprise. It was white. It looked like it had straight struts, but I couldn't really see too much of it. I need to, when we get our screen captures, we'll definitely talk about that. Thomas, Trekyards is the best, and I hope this gets you closer to that 20,000. Thank you, Thomas. Very muchly appreciated. Again, if you want to put in a comment or question, the mods will look out for it because I don't want you to have to super chat again. But if you want, something you want to say or a question, please ask away. You definitely for $50, you need to do something or ask something. But thank you. Jake Sims puts in $1. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I would love to see the Discovery A as an early predecessor to the Excelsior class or even the Ambassador class if the Discovery is lost, as we see in the mini episode. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Calypso ties in with this. It seems like the writing's on the wall, but it's still very confusing how it all fits together. So I think they've done a fantastic job. They put the turbo lift on at the right side, yes. And the turbo lift is glorious. I love the turbo lift. That's reimagining done well. That was really fantastic. Do we know how much they spent on the finale? Lots, I bet. I would imagine they spent a lot, yes, Jill. I don't know the numbers though, so I couldn't tell you. Disco is just along for the ride, and everyone is in the ship which protects them. Pretty sure the briefing room had 3 circular windows. I think it's supposed to be the 3 circles at the edge of the saucer. I did notice one glaring, like obvious round window. Like I said, I've only watched it the once, so I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it, of course, and do my notes, and of course we'll talk about it then, and then all the screenshots we get will definitely help with those kind of conversations. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day. That being said, Orville tonight was good as well. And next week is the season finale of Discovery, and next week is the next to last episode of Orville. So Orville's going to go one more week longer than Discovery for its finale. Because somebody asked me why they went on hiatus for 2 weeks. I'm like, probably just to outrun Discovery and to be able to maintain, some kind of. You don't want to compete with Discovery necessarily. Just to kind of slap them in the face, I think they decided to go on hiatus and have their season finale the week after Discovery's as the last hurrah. Captain Share was sweet, but we needed to see more of it. Thomas puts in $20. Thank you very much. What are you hoping to see in the season finale? Oh, an epic battle. Lots of D7s warping. That would be cool to see some D7s in battle. I just want to see some epic battles. The battle on Orville tonight was fantastic. Something like that would be great. I would also like to see Spock in uniform, shaved, would be great, and not just the last 2 seconds where he walks on the bridge. And it would be cool to actually see him for most of the episode like that. It's not going to happen, unfortunately, but that's what I would like to see. I don't want a serious cliffhanger. Like if they end if they end next week's episode like they ended this one with that kind of a massive cliffhanger, I'm going to be pissed. But I think that's what it's leading up to. So I don't know. The one thing I obviously want to say for what I want to see is things go back more TOS looking. It's not going to happen. They've doubled down on everything. It's not even something that I should be talking about anymore. They're not going to do it. So, and that's fine. That's fine. But please just, it's reimagined, guys. It's not Prime. Sorry about your luck. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping from this season finale. I don't know what else to expect. I'd like to see Prime Lorca in some capacity. It'd be cool if he surprisingly shows up. But yeah, I honestly don't know, Thomas. I don't know what to tell you. Jake Sims puts in $10. I enjoy each of your shows. You guys rock. The Enterprise reimagining was excellent. Well, thank you very much, Jake. We do rock sometimes. Sometimes we roll though, because you have to have that nice balance of rock and roll. And the Enterprise was great. Yes. Matt Paulson puts in $10 as well. Hopefully this will put you over the top on your 20K goal. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, guys. Very much appreciated. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Now we're gonna actually hit that, and it's gonna be like, ugh, my poor neighbors. Can you imagine? Turbolift had the handles. I know, and the words out of my mouth were, "Oh my god, that's orgasmic." Because when I first walked on Enterprise and I saw the corridors with all the red, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's awful." But you see the grading; they've got the little grading properly on the sides, and it's like, but it's too narrow. It's too small. When you look at TOS corridors, like I've been on them, they're wide. They're not narrow like you see in the refit or you see um, in the Sovereign, which are much more battleship like. They're much bigger. So this one was too battleship like for me. Um, Small thing, small thing. Jeff Jacobs was in $3. 100 likes already. I will go again at 150. We have 292 people watching. Good numbers. Same 292 that were here last week, probably. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Enterprise on the briefing room wall is the Discovery style Enterprise, says Forrest. That's cool. I would just like to see a better picture of it. But it looked great. It was a great angle of the ship. That was a great painting. I need to get that painting somehow. I need it in here in my ready room. Mirror Universe Lorca is keeping Prime Lorca in stasis for spare body parts. Could be. It could be, Joe. Said sorry. Definitely a Canadian over here. I say sorry all the time, man. Okay, done. Screw the bridge. It's got most of the right visual cues, but it's shiny. That's a Borg cube of. That's a Borg cube of no. Turbolift was cool. The bridge is too shiny. I did notice that. It's a little bit too flashy. There's too much going on. It's too cluttered. That's one of the mental notes I took. There's just so much to look at, and it's just so bright. It's just like, whereas the original bridge was much more subdued and matte colors, and it's just, I don't know. I love it, but I don't. All at the same time. Go look at the menagerie that had halls like Enterprise tonight. Yes, it did. But there's only that one scene really outside of his quarters, and it's kind of an archway, and it's on one of the decks, so it could just be the same deck, I guess. I don't know. Bridge was a great mix of what came before. Lighting reminded me of Star Trek 6. Oh, very much so, yes. Did you see the plaque? Trekyards has a great shot. It even doesn't say Constitution class like TOS. Well, yeah, the TOS one didn't say Constitution class. It says Starship class. Because I've got the plaque right here, actually. Because, of course I do. USS Enterprise, Starship class, San Francisco, California. It's dusty, too. I gotta dust up here. I was actually gonna dust up here earlier today, but then got too busy with other stuff. But yeah, I did not see the plaque. I will need to take a look for it or find it online, but I did not see it. No. I'll send you a photo. Thank you, Doug. Please do that. Captain Foley, tell us if you want to see the Pike-led Enterprise with Spock in #1. Let's start a letter writing. I do want to see that 100%. I would love to see that. By all means, let's start a letter writing campaign or an email writing campaign. Let's modernize it. Let's do it. We can do it. Trekyards led. Ooh. Sean Pullen puts in $5 Canadian. I think Burnham's tag-alongs are season 3's cast. I think Burnham's tag-alongs are season 3's cast in some future. It could be, and it could be that there's been speculation that they're going to do season 3 500 years in the future, which I could see them doing actually, and trying to get the crew back. Because in Calypso it does say that Discovery was told to wait for its crew, and it's been waiting for 1,000 years. So we assumed it was from the time we're in, like 2257. for 1,000 years. But if it jumps 500 years, the crew's on board. The crew finds a way to get back, but they leave Discovery there until we get back, and then Discovery sits there for another 1,000 years. So it's 1,500 years in the future. Just a thought. I think Pike will be announced right after the finale. If they do, that would be amazing. They would hit a home run with that. They would make so many people happy. I wonder what was going on with Zaha this episode. Those weird nebula tentacle things are highly unrealistic. I wondered the same thing. Oh, yeah. She was very likable in this episode. I love how she kind of put Giorgio in her place. Um, but, yeah. Could the season Could the 3 season be the so-called Picard show? I hope not. I hope not. As for the episodes, the goodbyes were a bit much, but not nauseating. No, I think they were perfectly done. I just think they needed to be done a little bit sooner in the episode and get Pike aboard the Enterprise a lot quicker. That would have been my idea. But I think they were very well done. I did like the fact that the send-off that Pike got, I thought that was great. Kind of gave me chills because he has done a fantastic job. So, Anson Mount for the win. There's a petition on Twitter for a Pike series. Oh, is there? Oh, very cool. I need to take a look. I noticed and appreciate those original sound effects. Also, all of Discovery, since day one, Discovery has been on point with the sound effects being TOS. Ever since the first god awful episode of that god awful season 1. Being a little unfair there. But no, the sound effects have been on point for so many things. It's got that ambient sound effect noise, and just certain button switches effects are spot on, beautifully done, awesome job. I just wish you could do the same with the visuals. That's all. Where's that petition? Link, please. Yes, I need to. I'll look for it afterwards. If I have to look at that RGB bridge every week, I'll pass on the Pike show. Oh, wow. Jamal. Might grow on you, you never know. Joe Byron puts in $5. Thank you very much, Joe. There is a change.org petition already for a Pike and Spock series. It's up to 3,200 or 3,024 right now. That's it? Wow. Need to share that around, guys. Put that, somebody posted on the Trekyards page if I forget, because I would love to have our community in on that. I love how they do the Federation salute to Pike. Then when Pike did his, he did the hero pose with his face. Yes. They've used every sound effect from every iteration of Star Trek all over Discovery. Yeah, but there's a lot of really classic TOS ones that they've really incorporated that I think they've done a fantastic job with. A lot of soppy Burnham stuff. Yeah, there was, yeah. I just signed it, Captain. Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, a lot went on in this episode. I love how he calls out everybody's name. You know, without Dittmer, and I still can't remember the other girl's name. Without you guys, you saved my life. And Bryce, I don't remember what he said for Bryce because I was talking to Sylvia. But I'll go when I take my notes. I'll know soon. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Well, hello, Jose. How you doing? We need future Star Trek, no more prequels. That is exactly right, my friend. I agree. Matthew Swanton in the episode tonight, I composited the shot of the Enterprise view screen as the computer reached zero, as well as shots of Saru getting hit by Leland's laser. Sweet. Why did Giorgio mention she was Terran? Yeah, because when she first met Pike, Pike was under the illusion that it was Captain Giorgio that he went to school with, and he seemed a little confused at first. But she was, I think, as a nod, as a way to show appreciation for all he's done, I guess. She mentioned that she was Terran. It was kind of odd for her character, but I rather enjoyed it, to be fair. So yeah, I think that's just the motivation behind it, kind of a respect thing. uh, we're just going to see Jose Taylor, Yeoman Colt, and Dr. Boyce, are we? I would love to see all those people. Just finished watching the episode. I love the Discovery Enterprise and interior. Can't wait for it to become to STO. Yeah, absolutely. She did that to try to throw him off. Possibly. Didn't work. Why did he say he was joining the Enterprise crew? Did he say he was joining the Enterprise crew, or did he say he was beaming over to Enterprise? He didn't say he was joining the crew necessarily, but yeah, I noticed that too. Thought it was a little odd. Also thought it was rather dangerous the way they were tapping power in a little conduit down the steps to the thing. That line from Giorgio just seemed really out of place in that moment. Absolutely, it did. Petition is going crazy now with signatures. That's awesome. Sarah Amanda showing up was ridiculous. One of the worst events of the show. Totally unnecessary and only lowered the value of the episode. Yeah, it did seem out of place and it kind of hit the pacing a little bit hard in that moment. So, funny part was I thought that there was no bad idea. Pike, that's a lie. Cornwall, that's a bad one. Yep. He said he was joining them. Yes. But joining them doesn't mean becoming part of the crew. It just means he's going to the ship. I'll be like, if I'm meeting my friends at the bar, I say I'm gonna go join my friends at the bar. Doesn't mean I'm going to become part of their crew and like hang out with them officially for like weeks or months. I don't know. It was just an odd turn of phrase. Um, mm. Because then Stamets was like, "Oh yeah, of course." Oh man, forgot about the Sarek scene. Ugh. Yeah. We finally found out what a bad idea is. LOL. Can't wait to see Borg of the future next season. Oh, it's so sick of hearing the Borg. So we still don't know what happened to the Section 31 ship that Spock and Michael captured. No, we don't. And they're never going to answer it. Like what happened to L'Orel's D7 that was sitting right beside Discovery for the whole of last episode. And then they wrap up with her. And then they'll sit there on the bridge. And I'm sure she could have warped out, but she's still close by. And it's like, oh, Section 31 ships are coming. And then the beginning of this episode started. It's like, Discovery's just not consistent with what happened the week before. Characters just magically disappear. Perfect example is when Hugh came back from the Mycelium Network. Jet Reno and Stamets were both in the spore room when he came out of the cocoon at the end of the episode. Beginning of the next episode starts exactly from there, and Jet Reno's gone. No mention of where she was. No mention that she ever existed. Just gone. It's like, great. Thanks, Discovery. It seems that Sarek and Amanda have a super warp shuttle. James, I thought the same thing, but then I assumed that they were on Vulcan, and it's probably closer to where Discovery jumped to, even though, yeah, I thought the same thing. There's probably, and that's one of those things that I think Samuel's going to complain about tomorrow. He's going to really harp on the whole. That's going to be one of the plot holes that I think he goes on about. I didn't see it as a huge problem. It did send alarm bells off in my head, but I thought, oh, they're just closer because we see them at the beginning. They're on the planet, so who knows? Who knows? The implication was that Discovery and its crew were never coming back, so if Hugh went to Enterprise, they would not be together. Yes. Yes. That's why he had to leave before the battle started. Okay, makes sense. Leland could so be the Borg pre-incarnate. Then again, so could V'ger. Go figure. Yeah, it's just why have to? Why do we have to retcon everything? Good tea, nice house, but $5 Canadian. Do you think we'll see Daniels from Enterprise? No, I don't. Who were the 28th century time travelers he mentioned to Archer? Hmm. Yeah, we're not going to see him. It's not going to relate at all. As far as Discovery people are concerned, nothing that happened in the other series is actually a thing that they need to care about. So no, we're not going to see that kind of smart lacing together of the canon. Instead, we might see something stupid like, "Oh, look, the origins of the Borg," something we didn't need. That's the kind of cleverness they'd go for. They wouldn't go for tying in with Enterprise, and if they do, I'll eat my words. I'll be like, you did a fantastic job. But they're not going to, so I'm not too concerned about it. I need more engineer. Jet Reno, yes. I'd love to see more of her. She's absolutely fantastic. I love her character. They do seem to be heading somewhere in that direction, don't they? Don't know what you mean. Where's the Vorgons from the 28th century? Lots of Klingons are probably going to show up in force. Hopefully, all those fugly Discovery designs will die honestly and never be seen again. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's going to be a few D7s warp in and a bunch of the other ships, the new Birds of Prey and all this. And during the battle, is going to be like, they're going to be taking out like Miranda's in a Dominion War battle. They're going to be the red shirts of the fleet. And it's like, uh, here, guys, we know you hated these designs. Here, we're going to blow a bunch of them up. That's probably the vibe. That's probably what they're going to do. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, just joining. What was your rating for this one, Cap? I've been kind of mulling that over. Just because of what happened in this episode, we got Pike back in the yellow uniform. We got to see the Enterprise and the Enterprise bridge. We got to get confirmation that Michael Burnham is in fact going to go in a Red Angel suit. I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10 for those reasons, which is what I gave last week's. It just had a good pace, it had a good vibe, it had a good flow. I was invested in it. I hated the fact that it was a cliffhanger. It needs to carry on now, like it needs to be next week now. I need to see it now. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Too much talking in this episode. A little bit. A little bit. If 337 people watch, wow, my God. Thank you guys. So Starfleet has 7,000 vessels in service, and we just lost a third of the fleet in the Klingon War. How many friggin' ships did Starfleet have? It's a good question. That's a good question. And where are all these ships? Like, we could call them in to help Enterprise and Discovery. Enterprise made it on time, magically. And they were in Klingon space, so I have a feeling that the Klingons are going to warp in to help them out at some point. But yeah, exactly. How many ships did they lose? How many are? I totally, yeah, I agree. Lots of shops with people in windows, not to beat a dead horse, but I'm curious if the ships, oh shit, are smaller, especially Discovery. Who knows, man? Who knows? No Borg, please. Yeah, totally agree. 9 out of 10 would have been 9.5 without all the damn goodbyes. Yeah. Oh, there was one excellent. What was that? There was one excellent and long overdue thing that happened. And what was that, Jamal? Burnham made a long entry instead of just a monologue. Yeah. One of the scenes that I think a lot of people, and I said this to Sylvia when it was happening, I'm like, a lot of people are going to love this scene because you saw everybody die. There's a scene where you see the Discovery kind of like lots of damage to the saucer, but you see Tilly gets shot. You get Leland walks on the bridge and takes out Saru, holds up Burnham. It's like people are going to relish this scene. This is going to be used over and over, especially by people like Anti-Trekker for the death of Discovery. Jason V-neck is here. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome. I'm here. Pike button clicked. I think you mean like button. Loved it. Miss our Enterprise, but I get the reboot better than JJ. Exactly, that's what I've been saying. This is the JJ reboot Enterprise we needed. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It would have been an 8 out of 10 if it weren't for the endless supply of shuttles, docking tunnels, and the many sappy goodbye speeches. I like the speeches generally. The connecting tunnels were hella stupid. Like I said, it's like Wile E. Coyote, ordered something from Acme and it just comes out of the box and folds out. And there's like 15 of them. It's like ridiculous, beyond ridiculous. It's Looney Tunes style storytelling. And the endless shuttles was a little annoying. But that being said, that's a Kelvin trope, to be fair, because at the beginning of the 2009 movie, when the Kelvin launched its shuttles, there was 26 shuttles launched from the Kelvin. There's no way that it should have 26 shuttles in a ship of that size. We've calculated the sizes and we've done videos on this. It's just something that's not a thing, or shouldn't be a thing. So Stuart, do you think the worker bees are going to be able to do anything at all? No, I don't. I don't know why they're launching them. They build a time suit in 3 hours. I know, that's another stupid ass thing. It is so much better than the J.J. Abrams hack job. Yes, that I will agree with. I will totally agree with that. Do you think Discovery crew will get the Enterprise uniforms for next season? Probably not. I just have a bad feeling that no, that's not going to happen. These accordion connectors were hidden in open areas outside the turbolifts. Yeah. Kelvin ships are actually TARDISes. I like the JJ Prize. Any interpretation of the Enterprise has to be modern. I disagree with that, and the JJ Prize is a piece of shit, so I totally disagree with you. It's hideous, especially the bridge. At least they did the bridge well on this one, so. Did number one mention the new type of tactical craft? Yes, she said she put phasers on shuttlecraft, so. Maybe the drones are mostly for distraction, so they can't find Burnham. That's probably very likely, yes. Dale Stafford is picking up Pegasus. He already liked it, but the review sealed the deal. That's good. I'm glad the live Trekyards Eagle Moss review thing worked. In fairness, Michael watched her mom, but built the suit from scratch. Plus, she watched at least 800 mission logs of her mom using it. Yeah. JJ is made in Bajor. Oh, it's built on a field in Iowa for some reason. Hey, did we have fewer lens flares this time? I think so. I didn't really notice any, to be fair, Joe. I bet the shuttles and work bees are on autopilot to draw enemy fire. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Loved it. Great episodes. Shuttles in a box. Yes. Yes, indeed. The visuals in the first couple of scenes, except for the connectors between the ships, were so good. Yes, they were. But it raised the question. We needed a good scene of the Enterprise, like, and that's what Discovery is failing to do on every level. We should have had a nice intro scene of the D7 last time, like, the D7 coming in, or jumping out of warp and, like, cruising by the camera for our first glimpse of it. Same with the Enterprise. I know we've seen it before, but it's just like, it's there. You get the music, da 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 da, but it just didn't have. It was just like there. Hey Captain, why did they use the color scheme of the cage, the Enterprise bridge, such as the gray railing? Because this is like 3 years after the cage, so to be fair, it was just in for repairs. So they probably upgraded everything. The bridge modules are plug and play, so you just unplug the old one, put in the new one, and so that's probably what happened. It's just the upgrade. Because if they had made it the cage colors, people were going to complain, why, that's not the color of the bridge. Well, it is. It was. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Uh, Sorry, I'm missing a lot of the chat, guys. It's just flying by. JJ Prize is ass delivered on Ass Wednesday Modern. Nope. Huh? Disco D7, the multi-window carrier. LOL. Yes. Yay for shipborne. Yes, shipborne's always good. The suit probably took a long time to build the first time because of all the trial and error necessary. Building a second one should take less time, especially if they have the scans from Arium on the suit. Yeah, I will. I will buy that. I will buy that for sure. Um, we're back to week episodes again. I don't think this one was weak necessarily, but love the hand controls in the turbolift. Yes, a turbolift scene just made me smile, and that was a good thing. I was watching B5 before this. Just finished watching the episode. Wow, the Enterprise and her bridge look gorgeous. Yes, indeed. How do you feel about the entire bridge crew joining Michael on the journey to the future? I thought it was friggin' stupid. Let Michael go by herself. Let's never see her again. I'll be fine with that. Well, why does the whole bridge crew have to jump on board? It's like, ugh. Any theories as to how Spock ends up going with Discovery? Not going with Discovery. Well, we see him in a shuttle in the preview for the next one, apparently. So something's going to happen. He's going to have to leave to help Michael because there's going to be a failure with the suit. He's going to have to take a shuttle out and like help her get the suit fixed or something on the fly, and then he's going to have no choice but to land on Enterprise. That's my guess. But Turbo scenes. The Turbo scene reminded me of that DS9 episode. Love to see some Constitution class action. Can't wait. Can we get a Pike Enterprise show? Hopefully we can. They showed him in the shuttle or fighter during the battle, so he just doesn't make it back to Discovery. Yes, that's the way I'm feeling as well, Jamal. Maybe another surprise visit from Sarek to beg him to go. Trekyards, how did you feel about the corridor on the Enterprise? I hated it. When I first saw the corridor on the Enterprise, I'm like, oh god, that's ugly. It was too much red. It was too harsh a contrast. It was white and red. It should have been more of a gray with a dark gray floor. A few sections of red. I did like the grading. They had the grading right on the sides. So I hated it right away. It's a little too cramped as well. And then they go into the turbolift. I'm like, oh, that's orgasmic. The turbolift scene was great. Um, and so was the bridge. I got to be fair. This guy shake my fucking head. What do you mean, Timothy Moore? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Getting a little bit of issues here with the signal, so I apologize, guys. Hopefully it's not too bad. Jeff is calling out one of our other admins. Jason, did you hit like? You need to hit like. Everybody hit like. We've got 330 people. Let's get 300 likes. Yay for on-screen canon flogging the fuck out of holographic communications. They will never be on the ship again. Yes. Turbolift had the updated Moray pattern in the background. That's a Moray. Love the corridor, but too crammed. Absolutely. They need the three-person ladder on the Enterprise. I'm going to miss Pike. That's one of the reasons for the title of this episode. I keep forgetting the actual title of the episode. I shouldn't. Yeah, Such Sweet Sorrow. Definitely implies parting is such sweet sorrow, meaning Pike is going bye-bye. So, if there is no legal barrier, would you like to see the USS Kelvin in a future session, considering it would have been destroyed by Nero? It wouldn't have been destroyed by Nero. I don't need to see the Kelvin. No, I wouldn't really care to see it. Do you like the show? Why watch it if the characters disgust you? The characters don't disgust me? I don't know what you're talking about. Anti-Trekker, so I'm going to need lots of booze. Yes, Anti-Trekker, you're gonna need lots of booze. I think there's going to be things that you're going to like about it, but I think overall you're going to be very complainy. And Jeff Jacobs puts in $3. Wow. All the way to 164. I will go again at 200. We won't hit 200 likes because I got to wrap it up soon. I've been on for 55 minutes. I'm going to call this one in about an hour, so another 5 minutes. So it's not going to stretch to an hour and a half, 2 hours like it has before. I really need to go take notes on this one. And so, yeah. I thought it was such sweet sorrow. Why didn't Michael or Jet tell Pike about the unexploded torpedo vision they had? That's a good question. Maybe they think it's not real. Maybe they think it can be changed. I don't know. I have no idea why. Captain, you should interview Timothy Peel sometime after the finale. Timothy Peel, if you're down for being interviewed, absolutely contact us. Message us, send us an email at trekyards@hotmail.com, or message me on Facebook. I would love to chat with somebody that worked on it. Jamal Taylor, the brought more of the spiny ships they used during the asteroid rescue mission. Oh, they brought more of those, did they? The landing pods. How do you like using the iOS YouTube app? I like using the iOS. I think it's fine. It works great. Top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes. Oh my god, Joe, I can't do that off the top of my head. But the fate is sealed because she touched the crystal. No. Joseph Barbado. Your fate's only sealed if you remove the crystal from the monastery. If you break it off the thing, that's when your fate's sealed. Not everybody that touches it, because it's already on the fly. It's already on the move. It's anybody that takes it out of the monastery. They didn't say quantum torpedo in the vision. I'm 1,000% sure they didn't, because those aren't even a thing yet. And even Discovery, I think, knows that. The bridge window still bugs me, as it does me, but we'll see. Hotmail is Outlook, but the hotmail.com domain still exists for those that have them from way back. Yeah, people give a shit for having a Hotmail address. Whatever, it still works. It's fine. I'm just disappointed we didn't get to see the Excelsior class in action, given how they did the Constitution class on this show. I bet the Excelsior would be hot. Drop it like it's hot. Did you see the better bridge? Did you see the bridge better? Yes, we saw the bridge much better. Transparent aluminum laddie, that's the ticket. It's actually not transparent aluminum. The front of the bridge is actually a material that can be transparent, and then it can also go opaque and can be sealed off and becomes solid, essentially, just by running a charge through it, I guess. Because Scott Snyder and John Eves didn't really want to do the window idea, but they had no choice. They were mandated. So Scott Snyder kind of put in there that, yeah, it'll be clear, but it can also go solid should the need arise. Please don't forget about the new Control Section 31 ship configurations on Shipyard. Can't get enough of Section 31 ships. On Trekyards, yes, we will talk about them. I think they won't have enough power to jump the whole ship, so Burnham and some crew will go alone, and the Discovery is left to wait for 1,000 years for them. That's brilliant, Thomas. That's actually great. I might have to steal that tomorrow. We'll see. As a little side note, do you know what does Ethan Peck, Gene Roddenberry, and George Lucas all have in common? I don't know. All the colorful suits on Enterprise looked amazing. They did indeed. We have materials that go from clear to solid in an instant right now. I know we do. I know, that's what I'm saying. I like science. Goodbye, Spock. He thinks the torpedo was leaking chronometric particles. Pike's wink at Giorgio, just saying. I know, it was fantastic. I love that. It's like, yeah, I've known all along. Did you get the impression that Tyler might be the new head of Section 31 after this variation of it is short? I did not get that impression, but I mean, it would make perfect sense and be perfectly fine, actually, if they did that. Because Section 31, as an idea, is a good idea. They just need to follow their ideals. So I love that we've already established with Tyler that, yeah, he said, because Burnham said to him in the last episode or the one before, you wearing that badge tells people a lot about you. And he's like, I'm here because this is a necessity. I need to make sure that things are done properly. And the idea behind Section 31 is a good idea. So they've kind of already set that up. So I totally agree with that. Is Tyler going to get the Klingon D7 fleet to aid the Enterprise? Yes, I believe he will. That was the whole "do you trust me" thing. I think there's going to be a couple D7s warp in, and then a bunch of other Klingon ships, perhaps. Stuart, check out the new experimental tactical flyer screen cap. Okay. Tyler might be the one to take it back underground. I'm sure he would, yes. Are the nacelles on the Enterprise different than they were in the first episode of the season? No, they might be slightly. I did notice kind of a blue ring around the outside, so that's a good idea. I need to actually focus on that, and we're gonna have screenshots and stuff to talk about tomorrow. So we will talk about that kind of stuff, and if there is changes, we will of course do episodes on that because it's Trekyards. We're the ship guys. That's what we do. Hello. So stay tuned for those. Four likes, 2 minutes. LOL, come on. Well, it's already 2 minutes over the time I said I was going to end, so we need four likes. Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to call it a wrap. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. 335 of you watching right now. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. You guys are fantastic. Thank you to all of you just for watching, just for coming and listen to me yammer on for like an hour or more whenever I do a live. It's much appreciated. You guys are great. I wouldn't listen to me, but thank you that you guys do. Anyway, guys, until next time, I'm going to go downstairs and take some notes right now and chill out and maybe watch some Grand Tour afterwards. I don't know. But yeah, I need to go do some work now. Two more likes, I guess. Good night, Captain. Thanks, Captain. There are 4 likes. 204. We got 204 likes. Thanks, man. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check out our review of this episode in the afternoon. Our quick, like 20-30 minute review. And then join us tomorrow at 5 Eastern Standard Time for our full episode review and breakdown and analysis where we just rip this thing apart and talk about it for 2 hours. Join us live for that and have your voice heard. Let us know what you think. Jeff Jacobs present $3. Said, I knew we could do it. Thanks all. And thank you, Jeff. Jamal Taylor puts in $5. Thank you very much, Jamal. Very much appreciated. He says, well done, folks. Live long and prosper. So thank you very much, Jamal. And again, thank you to everybody else. Anyway, guys, I am going. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night, and I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.